All righty
Can I go
then.
higher?
You are watching RPadTV 3000, where my guest is an empty chair and a plate of food. No, that's not. I am here with Jose Don Fubar Sanchez and Joey Abitia, two excellent friends of mine. Um, we've gone around this country together and attended lots of wrestling events. We've been to several WrestleManias and SummerSlams together, and we've had some of the best times of our lives with you. We're not supposed to talk about the orgy.
Oh, wait! I just got on. I'm sorry.
So much has changed since I first met you guys. As we can see, Joey is a father.
Yes.
Fubar is a father.
I just unlocked the dad level.
Wow.
I just unlocked it. Boss fight.
Like Jose, I haven't seen you in like maybe 2 or 3 years. Joey, I don't remember the last time I saw you. How long has it been?
Gosh.
Back when he had hair.
A long time ago, yeah. 10 years ago, maybe? I don't know. WrestleMania 24, 25, perhaps.
So for all the wrestling events that we went to, is there one that stands out as your favorite?
Oh, that's tough. Florida was a lot of fun. I think Chicago, too, was probably my favorite one. Any of the Hall of Fames that we got to go to together, I think when Eddie got inducted, that was Chicago, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
That one was cool.
Foobs, what about you?
I mean, it's those trips were so like it meant so much more. I feel like for a lot of the journalists that were there, it was work. You know what I mean? I mean, it was work for us, but I feel like for the fans of wrestling who got to experience that sort of show and then be around other people that also had that same energy, it just brought it to that level, man. That was just like, we're going to have, and then every year it'd be like, oh, you got the invite? Oh, it's on, boys. What are we doing?
I mean, for me, I think Orlando 2008 was my favorite for several reasons. You had the Shawn Michaels Ric Flair match with the "I'm sorry, I love you" super kick. We had when you went to
the fans caught on fire.
That's right.
I think we were all crying when Ric Flair retired that night. I know that I was tearing up. Yeah.
It was the flames from the fans that were on fire. It was a little dusty.
Could have been that too.
Ashen.
Do you remember the late night karaoke's we had with that guy that looked exactly like Lieutenant Frank Drebin?
Police Squad.
I remember karaoke. I vaguely remember Frank Drebin.
Joey with his crooning.
And I was like, ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Frank Drebin. I don't know how happy he was to hear that, but we were having a good time.
Do you have what Uncle Jose has?
What do you mean?
Those things.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Orlando is also where we got.
Oh my God! I think about that. The Book of Batista.
And now Raymond is reading from the Book of Batista.
As a heel with Evolution, I started getting booed a lot.
Because if you
I took pride in that. It meant I was doing my job. Yeah, whatever. This is one of the most unintentionally funny things I've read in my life. I never liked Batista as a wrestler. I think he's a really fun actor, but
yeah,
this book made me.
He's come a long way since the book came out.
He has. There's still some things in here that I find objectionable.
We can get a Batista Re-Unleashed book, chapter 2 of like just him Draxing it up.
And mine was autographed.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, actually, I think you did this at dinner.
It's signed, not by Batista, but it is a signed copy.
It is a signed copy.
So if you were to sell it on eBay, you could be like, I got a signed copy of Batista's book. And be like, what is this signature? I don't know. I just said it was signed.
Those were some of the funnest times of my life.
Absolutely.
Really were. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, obviously, all three of us are lifelong wrestling fans. But wrestling has changed a lot, especially in the last
Week.
10 years. Yeah. Last week. And nobody I like works at NXT anymore. But for you guys, how is wrestling, specifically, how has WWE changed for you guys?
Joey?
Yeah.
Well, it's changed for me now because I have a son who loves it. So it's changed in a lot of ways since we were fans. It's not as cool, I don't think now. I don't know. I'm kind of tired of Brock Lesnar being champion. I don't know about you guys, but it's
He's
cool
the
that
Brock
my son
Lesnar of
loves
our
it.
era.
I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of over that. Aren't you? Aren't you tired of seeing that? I'd like to see somebody new.
I feel like the tiresome thing about Brock is that he's not just falling back on being Brock. Like now he's like entertaining, and he's like,
I like Brock.
You know what I mean? Like when he came out with the Brock party and he had the boom Brock, and he was just like, I mean,
And
I
even
feel
the
like
stuff he did with Sami Zayn, I thought it was really funny.
yeah, picture it, Sammy. 2 Canadians. Like, wait, weren't you from Minnesota? When did Brock become Canadian? Is he like a legitimate Canadian now? Has he always been Canadian and I just misinterpreted that he was from Minnesota? I don't know.
Now we have our first comment of the evening with a big Bootista.
Bootista. I was saying Bootista.
Oh, and Tokes also likes that he approves of Brock's ponytail.
Dude,
I think
the Brock bun?
The Brock.
Because
bun.
it's not quite a man bun,
Nope.
but it's like not really like where a ponytail should start. Brock
I can't comment on anyone's hair, but I just personally, I was sad to see Big E's title reign, and so abruptly it was kind of whack. He was just placed in a fatal 4-way, and it's just like, come on, I don't know. I as a Big E fan, I disappointed. Personally.
That is not Brock Lesnar's fault. That is
COVID's not his fault. It is.
Yeah.
It is COVID's fault. Yes.
Because it sucks because like I would have loved to see the culmination of what would have happened. Like what was supposed to happen 2 days before, the COVID just destroyed everything. And
right. But it's Roman Reigns. I said this on one of your streams, Foobs. He always has an excuse. Cancer, COVID. Yeah. Always something.
One of the C's, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, get rid of the C's, Roman. Come on. He's like, I'm an A+ player now. No more C's. He's going to have irritable bowels. Like, I can't wrestle, guys. I shit myself.
Like for me, I haven't really enjoyed SmackDown or Raw regularly for like 5+ years. But the one NXT show that I did really enjoy, NXT was the one WWE show that I really enjoyed. And now that Vince gave it all these fruity colors and a lot of the talent that I like is gone. And a lot of what made NXT cool is, seeing the guys that came up from the indies, like, your Johnny Garganos. Some of them are still there, but Tommaso Ciampa just lost the belt. Roderick Strong just lost his belt. Now it's all these new guys who kind of not.
How do you fire Braun Strowman and then bring back Rick Steiner's son as Braun Breaker?
Yeah,
like the Braun Breaker.
He should have the Steiner name.
He should.
Yeah.
I mean,
Joey, are you still a Bret Hart mark, or did you figure out that he's not that good yet?
No, he's the best there is, was, and ever will be.
He's the okayest there is.
That's fine.
The okayest there was.
I do have to say that I do like your Jeff Hardy hair that you got going, Raven. It's looking good.
I need the makeup.
He's got the Jeff Hardy figure right there on call.
No, I have the Matt Hardy figure when he was fired and eating French fries at Waffle House.
You got to change your attitude.
When I met you guys were both in your 20s. You were a lot fatter than you are now, and you're both in much better shape. You're doing it wrong. Yeah. You're supposed to get dad bods, but both of you guys look fantastic. What was the changes for both of you?
For me, I was just huge, and I was over it.
Okay.
I was over it, man. I was like, I need to do something about this. This is not getting the chicks. Then I got slim, and then the chicks came calling.
No, they
No, they
didn't.
didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They did not. But yeah, no. It was. I mean, like, because I had tried my roommates were doing like Insanity, and I was just like, I'll give that a try. And I did that for like a week, and then like there's 45 minutes of like jumping up and down on my fat knees. No, bro. Can't do it. So I didn't do anything for like 6 more months after that. And then the guy that taught Insanity was coming out with a 25-minute a day workout. And I was like, I'll give that a try, but I'm going to go for it. It's 60 days, 25 minutes a day, 5 days a week. And I did no booze, no bread. And it was just steak and potatoes, me Outback steak and potatoes for 2 months. And then I lost 40 pounds in 2 months. And I was like, all right, let's just stick doing that. Then I started drinking again because I was like, fuck that. I need a drink. And then it took another like 10 months to lose like another 60 pounds. And then I lost 100. I just wanted to see if I could lose 100 pounds. And then I did. And I was like, cool.
It's a lot.
But I was still like, I was like Hansel. So hot right now.
And Joey, what was your big change? Because you also got into really great shape.
I think that it was after my sister got cancer the first time, it kind of made me reevaluate my own choices, because I know that all that fast food I was eating and stuff was going to take a toll. So I went extreme. I went vegan. I also did that because I watched a lot of like animal cruelty videos and kind of forced myself to watch it. And I was like, well, I didn't feel right about it. And I don't know, I just changed a little bit. I just changed. Yeah.
And did you stop drinking? Am I remembering that correctly, or did you just cut down?
I don't drink as much as we used to, because that was a lot. Occasionally,
we were stupid.
Yeah, we were. Now I'm more aware of, have a glass of water after you have 5 shots in a row.
Right.
Of course.
But to be fair, other people were paying for alcohol. So
that's true.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say no to free booze.
No.
Well, I could get that free water, or I could do that free bottle of Cristal, Joey.
Oh God, yeah. He got me kicked out of Chicago for that.
Oh man, that was good times. We were at the hotel in Chicago, right? Was it after Mania or before Mania? I feel like it was after. It might have been before.
I think it was.
There was a huge like party in the lobby for whatever reason. We weren't staying really at like a special hotel or anything, but there was the bar next to the hotel was sitting there, and this guy had a bottle of Cristal. So I took it and put it in my pants pocket. Just took the whole bottle. I was just like, whatever, cool. I was like, open bar, right? This is great.
Was there a pants party?
There was a party in the pants for sure. Yeah, and then the guy looks at the guy was like, where's my bottle? I was like, I don't know. Maybe that guy has it. And Joey's like, I don't take it at all. I don't know. What? And then I put the guy's bottle on the floor, and then somebody kicked it over, and he got really pissed off. He's like, these guys took my bottle. I was like, your bottle's right there on the floor, man. You're tripping. And we got kicked out of the hotel lobby. But we were like,
I got kicked out of the hotel lobby. I did. I started crying too. I ain't gonna lie.
He did. He was balling. He thought it was over. He thought he was going to Chicago jail that night. He was gonna be straight edge that night.
I just wanted to go to WrestleMania. I just wanted to go to WrestleMania.
He did. Instead, he almost got kicked out of Chicago. Entirely. Banned.
Now let's.
But then they just put us in the lobby, so we were just still there. And there was the guy that looked like Shelton Benjamin that was there.
He came and helped us. Yeah,
he did.
He comforted me. It was weird. It was cool though.
Let's talk about your professional works for a second. We'll start with Jose. Millions and millions of people know you from Electric Playground, reviews on the run, but now you've got a really big following on Twitch. When did you start streaming? How do you approach the games?
It's weird for me. Yeah, I mean, it's weird for me now. Like I've been streaming on Twitch probably 10 years, maybe 2012 is when I started. I wasn't doing it as much, but that's when I created my account. But then it was like I didn't really have like that's before streaming came to console like full time. And then once streaming got available on consoles, I was like, well, there's no reason not to stream. I'm just gonna stream away. And now it's just like I just play anything. I just play a little bit of everything. I try to get whatever's new, like Xbox Game Pass. I really love the Xbox Game Pass. I try to like hit whatever's new on the Game Pass and try to add games to my list of completed games that I had to restart because new year, new me, new list of games.
Well, that's one of my favorite things about your stream is you play the big stuff like the Forzas and the Halos, but you do a lot of indie games. You got some platformers, some puzzle games. Like, is it just random, whatever you're feeling that day?
Yeah, I mean, like I could, play hours and hours of Call of Duty, or I can play Spelunky, which I just crushed today. Spelunky 1 and 2 defeated on the Switch. Boom, added them to the list.
Was it 3.5 hours? You did both?
Yeah, both of them. First tries. It wasn't. It was fifth try for both games. Finished them. But that's just the life of a professional gamer, Ray. No, it's I mean, it's funny because like you see the people that are on Twitch that do have like a massive amount of people in their channel, and they're just like into the game, doing the thing, and I understand that. For me, it's all about like I can't grasp the concept of like how to bring in new people. Like I've got some people like come in and hang out, and like you've been to the chat, and it's just I enjoy the communication of just being able to like talk to the people that do come through and hang out in the chat. And for me, that's the cool part because it's like I could be just playing the game quietly or talking to myself like a weirdo, but I'd much rather like chat with other people or just shoot the shit and talk about whatever. We talk about a lot of wrestling because I still watch wrestling, but it's not as good as it was.
Are the people that follow you on Twitch your Electric Playground fans? A mix of
for the most part.
People? Okay.
For the most part, yeah. It's like I'll get trickles from like because I've hosted a lot of Twitch events like Gamescoms and New York Comic Cons and Chicago Comic Cons, and I like when Twitch had a big focus when there was event back in the day when they used to do events for everything. Now not so much, but so now it's like, especially having just had a kid last March, I've just been trying to see if I can grow the Twitch following as much as possible and make that a thing where like, oh, I can be at baby sleeping. I got a couple hours. That's also what game I'm playing today. What game can I crush in an hour? Because this kid's gonna wake up soon. She's watching.
No, I don't normally enjoy gameplay Twitch streams, but I love yours, and part of it is like the fun for me is I like trying to make you laugh with a stupid joke.
It's not that difficult.
There's this one kid on there that always makes jokes about Joey's sisters, and I mean, it's kind of messed up. Joey's not
like
even
that
there.
Joey's going to be in the chat with Ray today. That guy's got hot sisters. And I was like, how do you know Joey? First of all,
Yeah,
Joey, your sister's got a huge following, Joey.
Yeah, is it your brother? Is it your brother?
Could be.
It's his brother.
Could be.
It's a secret.
It's a secret.
Now, the observant viewers will notice that Joey is sitting there with his son. And
that's his son? You have a son? How long has it been since I've seen you? You got a kid now?
I do, yes.
I thought there was a mannequin.
You started a YouTube project called Infinite G. Tell the people how it started and what the gist of it is. I think it's a really darling show. I love that you're doing it, and I want more people to learn about it.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It started off with G wanting a YouTube channel, and I was just going to start to document his Fortnite play at first. So it started off with him gaming, wanting a gaming channel, and then it kind of turned into just him and I doing activities together and different adventures and kind of different lessons in life. Some things that we don't really talk to kids about, like astrology and weird stuff like that, but stuff that I feel is important to learn at a young age, and it's fun and it's a learning thing as well. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud of him. He really puts himself out there for the world to see, and it's not always positive things. It's everything. It's him feeling defeated in video games and crying. It's dad losing in video games and being upset and not handling himself very well. It's all of that. But it's a lot of fun, and I get to do it with him, which is even
right. I appreciate that it's honest, and there's just something very darling, like a father-son YouTube show, and it's just really precious, and I enjoy it. And I'm not a father, but it makes me want to have a kid. So,
I appreciate that.
You hear that,
It's-
ladies?
It's from the perspective of a single father and his son, because he obviously comes from two parents who are divorced, but we get along well, and it
Oh,
shows
Gio,
in
you
our-
have two parents?
You have two parents, yeah.
Both
That's
dads
amazing.
are super weird.
Yeah, we adopted. No,
Look
you're not
at the
adopted.
viewers. Gio, I mean, this is the first time you're finding out, Gio, but I am your father.
He is not your father. No.
Okay, we got our first wise ass comment that says that I'm not a father that we know of.
Mm.
You might be, though. You never know.
Could be a bunch of RPads running around in our crib somewhere.
That's a frightening thought. Now, Gio, do a lot of your classmates like recognize you from YouTube? Do people in school see you? Or
Not a lot of people know about it.
oh, we're
You
gonna
need to
change
get
that.
you need to get a backpack that just says follow my follow, subscribe, click the bell, click your
And
bell
then when
notifications.
when you walk into like a game store, I'm like, I am Infinite G. Just the ring.
Your big old G ring.
Ain't nothing but a G ring, baby.
Mhm.
I do feel like it has the potential to do something like that. I do. I really do. You have to start somewhere, though. You know what I mean? So just for us
Everybody
to start.
everybody starts with 0 followers everywhere.
Yes.
Yes.
So if you don't put in the effort and the work, you're not going to achieve it. But if you work hard, it's going to happen. So I'm excited for the future.
I believe the children are the future.
I
Teach
knew that
them
was
well, dude. Let them lead the way.
coming. Yes, I agree with
And if
that.
you're not down with that, I got 5 words for you. That's crazy. I'm Brian Fellow. That one was
No, you're not. Shut up, bird. I miss Brian Fellow.
Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but I am taking some online acting classes since COVID started. And I sent you guys a scene that I was hoping you can help me out with.
Yeah, I gotta get at my documents.
Yes, Joey's directing.
Okay.
Jose, you'll be playing the part of Nacho.
Nacho, that's a great name.
That is. I'll be playing the part of Steven.
Ooh.
Steven
Like
Esteban?
Esteban?
Yeah, something like that.
Mhm.
But yeah, whenever you guys are ready, Joey, kick us off.
Okay.
Oh,
Quite
this is a scene from Nacho Libre. Totally forgot. My fault. Doing a scene from Nacho Libre. That I had
Quite understand.
That's crazy. No, you're not. No.
Okay, Joey, kick it
And-
off.
Action. A dejected Nacho changes from his wrestling gear to his fire robes.
The orphans, they need me. I have forsaken them.
The church bell rings, sending Nacho into a panic.
I got no groceries for breakfast because of you.
I'm sick of hearing about your stupid orphans.
What did you say?
I hate orphans.
Say it again to my face.
I hate them.
Come again.
I hate all the orphans in the whole world.
Nacho and Steven get into a collar and elbow tie-up. Neither man can get an advantage.
I'm not listening to you. You only believe in science. That's probably why we never win.
We never win because you're fat.
We're not fat
Joey,
shaming.
good? You calling cut?
Cut. Print.
Guys,
Perfect.
I think Jack Black's going to get a hold of that. He's going to be like, we need to do a sequel right now with these guys.
They should
we
do
got-
a sequel.
We got something going. And it's
Nachos Libres. That's what I'd
yes.
call the sequel. Multiple nachos.
Okay, let's go back to wrestling. Since all three of us or all four of us, Gio, are you tired of WWE also?
Huh?
Are you tired of WWE?
No.
No? Okay. How about AEW? Are you guys digging on that?
Yes.
I feel like it got off to a great start. And now they're kind of hitting that lull, like, what are we gonna do? Even though I love, dude, Hook, I fucking Taz's son, little tiny Taz, is a monster.
He is too.
But it's gonna be interesting now that all this Forbidden Door talk. Okay, I'm excited for the Rumble. I'm
I am
always excited
too.
for the big pay-per-views. Like,
Yeah.
we got together for Survivor Series. I'm really excited for the Rumble because, like, there could be some legitimate surprises. It's like, what? That's what needs to happen.
Like who? Like a Kenny Omega type of surprise?
So, I mean, that is like, I feel like that's like explosive, like Kenny Omega, and then right after him, CM Punk comes out, and people are like, get the flub. What?
Yeah.
He's back. No, but I mean, like, something. It's open.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mickey James.
It's a
You
Forbidden Door.
legend.
Yes. Oh, by the way, we're not supposed to call them pay-per-views anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Let's call them,
Stream for views.
premium live events.
Yeah.
PLEs.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm not
sports.
doing it.
Sports
I mean,
entertainment at its finest.
Pay-per-view is dated because it's not with Peacock. It's not pay-per-view. You're paying for the service, and the events happen to be on there. But premium live event is not feeling it.
No, I'm not either.
They used to just be a simple thing.
Yes.
They're making it like the WWE network. I miss the network. I miss just throwing it on and just the random watching of wrestling. Now it's just like, I think I don't like is like if you jump into a pay-per-view, a premium live event, it starts right where the thing, like the network used to be like, do you want to watch it from the beginning? Or give me that option, Peacock.
Yeah.
You know, like
And the search on network was awesome too. It was so much easier to find individual matches or just go down a rabbit hole of one wrestler.
Right. And when I want to, like, the rumor is that Disney's supposed to be buying WWE. What do you do with Peacock in that mix? Like, you're not going to have the Disney product on the Peacock streaming service. They're going to want it on Disney Plus. They're like, are we going to move it again? Is it moving up? Come on.
I hope that Disney does not buy. I don't know.
Dude, can you imagine like the Mania Land in Disneyland?
Well, if they had that, that's different. I mean,
welcome to the Roman Reigns roller coaster. Ding, 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 ding. Just punches you in your face.
I don't know what this comment means. Can one of you guys?
It's just blocking. Who are we blocking though? Who's it blocking? Is the question. Your Disney, WWE. That's what's blocking.
And that deal doesn't make sense to me for Disney. Like, I don't understand why they would want it.
I mean, I feel like they've got so many gazillions of dollars, and they already have Drax the Destroyer under their wing. You know what I mean? We're going to get Draxland.
He says Disney plus WWE seems to be a terrible mix.
It does.
Yes, I agree.
It does. But if Disney offers Vince McMahon a couple $1 billion, they paid $4 billion for like Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's it.
Fair.
$4 billion. That's it. And when you think about it, when you think about how much money just Avengers has made, you're like, damn, they got a steal of a deal for $4 billion. So
That's
Vince would be
point.
like, well, I'll sell you one at all. How'd you like some colorful and we'll have Mickey Mouse made up against John Cena?
I'd still watch that.
Right?
Okay, we have a comment from Mackenzie Calhoun who said, "You kidding? It's awesome. I would love to see animated Undertaker do a tombstone on Mickey. Mouse or Mickey James."
It's already been watered down now that it's PG. Can you imagine how watered down it would be if it was Disney, though? You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like you couldn't do anything anymore, I don't feel.
Yeah.
Right.
But then you get like the hall of WWE at Disneyland, and there's be Vince taking you through the eras of the golden eras and the attitude eras and oh man, those good old chair shot eras, the ruthless aggression.
We won't get that. We won't get that. Is that what you want? You know, I don't want that.
I mean, if Disney buys WWE, hell yeah, I want a theme park. Of course.
Uh-oh.
It's the ultimate thrill ride.
every ride will be the ultimate thrill ride.
But don't you feel like the hardcore matches are going to be taken away?
When was the last time there was a hardcore match in WWE?
That's true. It's going to get even worse if Disney. Hell in a Cell like is the only thing I can really think of.
Well, it'll be heckin' in the sec. Heck in the sex. Like, wait, can't have that. Yeah, I don't know,
What about
man.
The Rock? They're saying The Rock would buy it too.
The Rock and Disney are already. Have you seen all the Disney movies?
I guess that's true.
The Jungle Cruise, The Rock. What if The Rock buys WWE?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he should do
Well,
it.
he grew up with the Khans, like Nick and Nanuchka, not Tony.
Not Tony.
Yeah.
One of the Wrath of Khans.
The conspiracy theory is that Nick Khan is, doing all these behind the scene things to put The Rock in a position to buy it, but that seems a little crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Brian Fillo. So Trump used to be involved with WWE.
Hall of Famer.
WWE, would that make him a Disney prince? Okay.
Be an unbelievable princess. Be a huge princess.
Okay, agree or disagree with this one? Rock.
I agree and disagree. I think that he's had a couple shitty movies.
Okay.
Yeah. He's definitely improved his act.
Right.
Oh, for
I mean,
sure.
it's not like the first 5 years of him making movies.
Semper Fi, motherfucker, what?
I mean, he made Doom. Yeah.
He was the animated Scorpion King.
He's
But
gotten
now
better.
He's definitely gotten better. I think when he did what was that Get Shorty movie, Be Cool?
Yeah.
I thought that's when people figured out that he could do comedy really well, and that really expanded things for him.
I feel like it's the same thing for Cena. You start off with just like making some whatever movies, and then you start to have a little more fun, and then all of a sudden, okay, we just let him run with it. Let him do his thing. They're very funny people. Okay.
Is the game plan the football one?
Yeah.
The little girl? Yeah, I like that one.
When he has the daughter. I like that
Yeah.
one. That's a good
Yeah, I like
movie.
that one too. Yeah.
Better than the one where he's the Tooth Fairy.
The Tooth Fairy was okay. Yeah.
Okay, Joey, come on. That's like Suburban Commando.
I like
It's the Suburban Commando of the Rock movie. You know, The Undertaker, uncredited, was also in Suburban Commando.
Oh, yes.
I don't remember that. He was. Huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Batista better than The Rock?
Jose, let's have a sound effects battle. Are your sound effects on?
Do they work on this?
I don't know. Let's
Can you
find
hear?
out.
No.
I feel like every time I do Zoom things, I always throw them in and nobody hears them because I'm like, oh, it must just be me. I don't know how to punch them through.
Hey, we have our first. This might be spam or some.
Vor.ngo. NGO is just. It's NWO.
Yeah.
Gosh. Whatever. What's your favorite Rock movie, RPad?
Maybe Fast Five. I think he really took Fast and Furious to a whole new and ridiculous level when he started getting in those movies.
Yeah. And now him and Vin Diesel are like feuding
Yes.
for their main event at WrestleMania Disney.
You remember the first Fast and Furious? It's a bunch of kids stealing DVD players.
Right?
Now they're in fucking outer space and shit. And it all started with The Rock doing like superhuman nonsense, which I found awesome.
Daddy's gotta go to work. Shatters the cast. Just a giant arm.
But Paul Walker is was my favorite bad actor of all time. Like I found him so fascinating.
Yeah, man.
And he died for my people. He was doing a charity event for a monsoon in the Philippines when he was driving back and got killed. So everyone is forgetting the best franchise starring a wrestler, Thunder in Paradise. Okay, that's a good one.
I never got into that one.
How many wrestlers had TV shows? I mean, The Big Show did The Big Show, which was okay.
Yeah, I
Can't think
watched
of-
like 3 episodes and I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, I think it was just gone. I don't know. I don't assume they had more.
Um,
I
I
think
think that's it.
I can't think
No,
of any other.
more.
There has to have been more in shows, right?
I don't think so.
It's good. That's a good wrestling trivia question. Name 3 wrestling TV show stars in wrestling shows.
I kind of remember there was this a sitcom with Lyle Alzado playing a wrestler, and he had other wrestlers in it. I mean, he wasn't a wrestler himself, but he had like.
I mean, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Obviously, you get your Captain Lou's in there.
Does Andy Kaufman on Taxi count?
I guess
mean,
the young Rock, right? That counts.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
that'll work.
great show, by the way.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Very well. They're well cast.
Although I don't like the college one as much as the other two. Like I find the college rock the least
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Like Kid Rock.
Kid Rock is.
Rock is a kid, not Kid Rock.
My name is Kid. If you smell, Kid Rock
that-
is cooking.
That episode with Andre the Giant and Rock as a kid, I thought that was my favorite one.
Yeah, let's bring
Especially
the
'cause-
Andre to school day.
Yes.
I'm like, what a great class to be in. Is Andre the Giant here in class right now? This is amazing.
Okay, I was saving this gag for later, but you know what this podcast needs?
A
Any
reading?
guess? You got
A reading from the book of Batista.
I'm so glad you did that. I am.
$30 to make that joke.
You know, Ray, this show, it's got a dynamite sound. But I gotta admit, I gotta have more cowboy.
Do you guys find SNL funny now?
Certain times, yes.
Not really. Not really.
But do you think is it your taste that's changed, or do you just think the cast isn't as good?
That's a good question. Good question.
I mean, it's very good.
Thank you.
That's a great question, Ray. Great question, Ray.
I asked a good question.
Go.
I just feel like it's whatever the material is. Like sometimes they hit, sometimes it's like this is amazing, and I'm just like cracking up laughing. And some guests are like really good, and they're just like, I didn't know who you were before, Timothy Chalamet, but you have an awfully fancy name. I will watch you in Dune. Starring David
Yes,
Bautista.
Timothy.
Timothy.
He's French. I didn't know him. I'm strangely fascinated by Pete Davidson. Like I don't.
Pete Davidson Kardashian. That's his full name now.
Did they get married?
No, but he took her last name. Why not? I would.
No
Like,
woman
yeah.
is tying him down. That he gets amazing women, and my friend Van was telling me it's because he's mentally damaged, and women find that attractive.
Oh, well, then I should have no problem getting a woman.
Somebody posted something. It was like, if Machine Gun Kelly and Pete Davidson can date Megan Fox and Kim Kardashian, you hit on that bartender, buddy.
Yes. Pete is the new Tommy Lee.
Oh, man, that's crazy. He is funny,
No,
though.
Yeah.
He is funny, but it just I don't get like why all these women throw themselves at him.
You know what it's got to be?
That's why he's the new Tommy Lee. He's like easy there, big fella.
He's got a strong wrist game, man, is what I was saying. I don't know what you 6 sons of bees were thinking. There's a child present, Joey. You don't laugh that hard at my forearm. You sanctimonious son of a bee.
So Pete Davidson is
He's very talented.
He's a talented comedian. God,
Okay,
we should
let's
start
do
a
our-
band.
okay. I'm down. What do you play?
I play the Pete Davidson.
I play guitar poorly.
I play the microphone pretty good. On vocals.
How many
Play the
flags?
saxophone.
Do you play saxophone?
Hmm.
Oh, what kind of stuff do you play?
It's been a long time. I do play
Should've
the alto
left you.
sax. Yes, a lot of Kenny G. No, I'm kidding about the Kenny G.
No, Kenny
Michael.
G gets a bad rap, but
I like
he's-
Kenny G.
he's talented.
Talented individual.
No, I don't have that talent.
My brother
speak.
plays sax, but it also reminds me of that Norm Macdonald joke. Like Kenny G released a Christmas album. Merry Christmas! No, Happy Birthday, Jesus! I hope you like crap.
Oh man.
Oh, Bob Saget died yesterday. Was that today or yesterday?
It was a couple days ago.
A couple days ago.
We lost Bob Saget, Betty White.
Just out of nowhere. I feel like Betty, but if you take into account leap years not being a thing, Betty White lived to be 100.
Yeah,
She lived through like 24 leap years or something stupid. So that's like 24 days added on to her. She's all right. She made it to 100. You couldn't start Betty knew you couldn't start the year off with her going. She was like, "We're gonna end it, guys. It's done."
okay. Sorry, I gotta do this part. I'm totally covering my face. I jump. So I know this person. She goes through by herself dozens of plastic bottles, and it's gross. Like I find it borderline. No, I do find it offensive. It's part of her selfish personality. When I can, I try to use like reusable containers. But if I have a guest or something, I try to use this company called Liquid Death.
Ooh.
They sell spring water and sparkling water in aluminum cans, which are infinitely recyclable, much better for the environment. And so you're not a selfish.
Don't be
No,
selfish.
that's
Don't be
not
selfish.
selfish. Yeah. I'm not going to say it.
Protect the environment. Protect the environment.
But yeah, they want to put Liquid Death. They want to put death to plastic.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that too.
So if you're looking for water for you or your guests,
This is for the record, though. This is hard. This is not one of those like this is reusable.
you've been using that cup for like I don't know,
Years.
20 years.
I got this cup 10 years ago at the World Series of Beer Pong, back when I was the greatest of beer pong playing,
Literally.
and also undefeated at WrestleMania Beer Pong. Just saying. There have only been.
Was that Orlando also when?
No, that was Houston.
Okay.
I'm talking about at WrestleMania. Like we were in the owner's suite at the Houston WrestleMania, and somebody who was bringing their cups with them was like, oh, "Guys, let's fill her up." 2-0 at WrestleMania. My streak longer than the Undertaker's. That was 25 WrestleMania. So it's been 14 years, 13 years.
Can you tell the story of that stupid suite that Enzo ended up with?
Oh, in Orlando? All of us with just our meager rooms with beds and blinds. Like simple things like showers and beds. And then Enzo gets this fantastic suite. Just
Didn't you have a
piano, piano in the room, huge table that we ended up going to buy beer for and playing beer pong there, but he didn't have a bed. He had to sleep on a cot. Had this amazing room with no bed in it. Like, how do you mess that up?
And didn't they find a room for him with a bed? But he's like, no, I'm good.
Yeah,
here."
he's like, I'll make it work. I'll sleep on the piano.
yeah, it's a grand piano.
Grand. Yeah. Good time.
When was the last
God.
time you saw like those Canadian people that you worked with?
I saw Enzo at my wedding. So when did I get married? October?
Yeah.
July. Which one?
Nice. How's he doing?
I got-
that big Italian sausage.
Just that quarantine living, man. That's all we do up there. It's like he was like, I had to get tested before he came down, had to get tested before he went home, had to get tested a specific amount of hours before he went home. So it was just like, you need to get, it's got to be like 3 days before you go home. And he's like, well, what if I catch it in the 3 day span?
But they
This is
don't mess around in Canada. That's a very-
they don't want. It's like Japan. That's why I can't wait to go back to Japan. As soon as they let me in, coming back. I miss it. God, I miss Japan.
Oh, I
I miss
thought,
Russell Kingdom. Oh man,
I thought Asia was going to open up,
it was close.
and it started to, but then it didn't.
Optimus Omicron came through. I'm transforming COVID. Roll out.
How has the COVID experience been for you guys? I mean, big change for a lot of us.
I don't go outside anyway, so it's really not affected my stream life.
This is funny. I love how the connotation of get tested has changed since the 2020.
I mean, right? This 2020, dude, these roaring 20s ain't no joke. They're like, yeah, you get tested? You got it, huh? You got it? Nah, I wasn't positive. Nah.
I used to get tested. I used to get tested for that stuff every 6 months. Not because I'm overly active. I have a friend that's an adult actress, and when you visit a set, like everyone on set has to be tested for STDs, even if you're
really?
just
Really?
craft services.
Yeah, all the time, Joe.
Everyone.
Ask Gio.
So like I got
that.
the production company actually paid for my testing, and I got like the best STD testing you can buy. I'm like, test me again. Just want to make sure. Keep testing.
So how did you have anything? I mean, I'm curious. Yeah.
No. I wish I did. My life would have been more interesting.
I've never been more happy to fail a test.
I was like,
I remember I left the It's like, well, I think it was one of like the first times I ever got tested. I left the thing and they was like, how'd it go? And I was like, bad. I failed. It was not positive at all. There was no good news. It was all negative. She was like, what? Oh, you. And I was like, I know. So what's your
that old Iron Sheik story where he failed his cocaine test? and Vince was talking. He was like, Sheik, we have a problem. He's like, your test came back negative, and he's like, that's right, boss. It's negative. I didn't do anything. Wait, no, that's not right.
He's like, that Sheik, that Sheikology. I break your back, make you humble.
Whoever writes that Twitter account should get a medal.
God, right? Everybody's a jabroni.
Has no one seen behind the scenes footage? Everyone can be involved.
It's true.
I guarantee you, when I was visiting her set, that nothing was happening. It was rather disappointing. I thought it was.
You didn't watch your act?
No, I did. It was weird. But it was just like a normal TV or movie set where people happen to be having sex. Like when I thought, going into the first time, I thought it was going to be like this big cocaine orgy, but it wasn't. It's very sad.
Those are the best.
It was like the first time I rode international business class. I'm like, it's going to be a cocaine orgy in the sky, right? It was not.
No, it's just you get a long chair and utensils. Like, wow, this is fantastic. I miss flights, guys. Remember flying places? Oh, that was fun. Russell King
you were on the plane?
Yeah, it's been a. Oh no, I went to Disneyland in December.
SummerSlam in Vegas.
Yeah, thanks for visiting.
Yeah,
I'm right here.
I know. I didn't.
Oh wait, you were both at SummerSlam.
Oh yeah, I was there too. I was there too.
I was here.
I flew in that morning and flew out that night.
Okay, fine. See, Gio, we could have hung out.
We still can. Is it
Yeah.
WrestleMania going to be in Hollywood again?
2024.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's
They're doing Money in the Bank there this year.
Oh, really?
I think so.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool. That'd be cool.
Where's next year?
Is it next year? I don't know because it's Dallas this year. If they can sell enough tickets.
Oh my God, they're having a hard time.
Dude, the fact that they're promoting Mania, but it's 200,000 tickets for WrestleMania. You know what I mean? Like, that's insane. Like,
200,000? Damn.
Because it's 2 days, so it's like you got to sell out both days.
That's right. Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, of course you're gonna have a problem. It's still a pandemic, Vince. You numbskull. And he's just the fact that they're pimping it so hard on TV. It's like, oh man, he used to never. You'd be like, WrestleMania sold out in 17 minutes.
Yeah.
It's insane because they were doing like basketball arenas, but now they're like, we got 100,000 people. How do we sell these tickets?
I thought it was going to LA for Armenia.
Yeah. in a couple of
2024,
years.
Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen to Jose. God damn it.
I'm pretty sure it's because it was supposed to be last year, right? A few years ago. Because that was the big WrestleMania goes to Hollywood, and then it did not.
What
Now
stadium?
SoFi, the
Oh.
new Ram Stadium or
Cool.
Charger Stadium, whatever side of the fence you're on.
And what's
I don't know how they do that. Yeah, it'd be a lot easier to get into than stupid MetLife. Worst Mania experience ever. That was my last live Mania.
I discovered this on Foob's Twitch stream, and I'm a little bit mad about this, Joey.
Preach, Ray.
I guess I'm a little mad at you too, Foobs. But
Damn it.
Joey, you never told me you had hot sisters.
I guess I didn't know that I had hot sisters.
Oh, you should know.
I do.
Oh, you better know.
I know.
You guys better call somebody.
I've had my friends tell me. Don't worry. I know. Jose is one of them. So.
But I've known you for like 15 years. You didn't tell me you had hot sisters.
How did you
It's messed
discover this all of a sudden? I don't understand.
He's just been waiting to tell you. He hasn't seen you, Joe. He's known about this for years.
I'm not showing you pictures. No. This is my
Come on.
sisters.
You got to give the people what they want.
Oh man.
No,
And says, show me the girls, Joe. Indeed.
How'd you find out about my sister? I don't understand that.
On
Jose?
Foob's, Twitch stream. Yeah, there's this guy that talks about your sisters all the time.
Who
Yeah.
though?
I have like images in my chat on Twitch. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by the channel, Joe. Jeez, you think you know somebody, eh? Support your friends.
I'll support you. Who's the guy? Because I need to know who the guy is. I have to break his legs.
Joey, we're in a pandemic. Okay, you can't go outside.
Yeah. You have
I have a
a
very-
young man to worry about. You don't want to give him the Omicron.
I have a set of skills. I will find you. I will hunt you down. And I will kill you.
He's Joe Mason.
In that case, their cash app is Joseph Abitia.
See, the funny thing is, this guy has hot sisters. The guy that left that comment. One of them is a ballerina, so she can do all that flexible, like all leg behind the head thing. Did I say that?
I could do that. I could do that if I tried.
No. Try. $10.
I'd flip over. It'd be bad.
That'd be worth it.
My room is in a state of shambles right now. Sorry, I got new shelves. Ooh, I got this guy now. I keep him with me at all times.
Uh-oh. What do we got here?
Feel the power of the warrior!
Remember when he gave his own eulogy?
Oh, yeah.
That was crazy.
Apparently, that's becoming a thing now. Like people that are terminal are having like funerals.
Going on Monday Night Raw and giving out speeches.
Not like that. I mean, that timing.
No man knows when they're going to take their last breath.
Except
Hours
me.
later, done. Yeah, might be me. Feel the paw. Sad. Oh,
It was sad.
What was the saddest wrestler death for you guys? Was it
Eddie.
Oh, really? As Owen
Eddie.
for me.
Yeah. Owen was the first, like, because I just couldn't believe it. But Eddie was just like, what? But no, he was just grasping his championship elevation.
Do the hands? That's a champion.
That was he was hitting his peak.
His peak. Benoit was
Yeah.
hard. I'm not gonna lie. Benoit
Yeah.
was really tough. Just given the circumstances of all of it, and as a wrestling fan, you do care about Benoit, and I did care about him and loved him. And then,
Right. But you're not allowed to say that anymore. Like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was
You
a
should be.
big Benoit fan. Like that moment, MSG WrestleMania where
Hey, man,
Benoit. Yeah.
Yeah. So good, man. It was just like, oh, the radicals, half of them did it.
Like, I mean, for fans like us who like guys that can actually wrestle and that whatever big guy Vince is pushing, that was a great moment because two of our guys were on top, and
Yeah.
it was incredible to see.
Yeah. Because who would have saw it coming? You were like, what are the chances that Eddie and Benoit, these two guys that have known each other for so long, came over together, both grasping the top of their and then it sucked, man. It sucked, but it did make my boy Johnny Trip the champion of ECW. So
yeah, that whole thing was just crazy.
Yeah, what a night of champions pay-per-view that was.
Okay, Joey, I'm really trying to understand the Bret Hart thing. What is it about him that you love so much?
I think for me, it was just when I first got started into wrestling, it was during Bret Hart, the Bret Hart era. I didn't really start when Hogan was around. I kind of started to watch, but I really got into it when Bret Hart was champ. So he was just my champion, and he taught me all about respect, and I just liked him. I don't know. He was a good technical wrestler. He didn't just do a leg drop. He was a good wrestler, and he was an artist, and I just loved his craft and his art. I just thought he was the best at what he did. And I know that he might not be the most entertaining guy on the mic, but his wrestling ability is what made me a fan.
Oh, you're getting called out. He says he just loved the pink tights and sunglasses.
That was a big part of it too.
That's those.
I mean, I appreciate a lot of what Bret did. Technically, as he said, he was fantastic. But what I really liked is he made things look good without hurting his opponents. He didn't make a lot of mistakes. Unfortunately, his career ended because of a Goldberg mistake.
Yeah,
and he was concussed. But I like guys that make things look good and take care of the people they're working with.
It's a dance, Got to have a good dance partner.
Yeah.
God,
But
man.
all that said, HBK was much better.
It's
What
pretty
a-
close.
what a-
I love
what a
HBK.
growth of a character. Like
Yeah.
I feel like Bret Hart was Bret Hart his entire
Always.
run.
Yeah.
We had rockers, Shawn Michaels. We had the badass Shawn Michaels. Then we had the DX Shawn Michaels, and then like
Born again Christian.
Born again. Yeah, he's like what. And now the bald Shawn Michaels. Now the unemployed Shawn Michaels. Is he have a job anymore? I don't know. Did he
I
get
think he
fired
still
too?
has it. Not yet. Not yet.
I did not.
I don't know about way better. I don't know about way.
There's 9 ways in there. A's in there, buddy.
I don't think way better was. I don't think you can make that argument.
Who won
Way.
that? Who won that Iron Man match? That 60-minute Iron Man.
Who did win that one?
Who got the one fall in that match? The way better wrestler.
I don't know if he was a way better wrestler, but he's good. He's
Who
great.
had their childhood dream, their boyhood dream come true?
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Who retired Ric Flair? Wasn't Bret Hart.
Who
That's true,
invented
too.
the "I'm sorry, I love you" super kick?
Ooh. Who had a super kick that was a finisher?
Whose brother is still alive? Wait,
Oh,
Yeah.
you took it too far.
Did I cancel myself?
Now
Whose
you just
entire
canceled.
faction is still alive?
That is true. Brett
Except
is,
for we lost Ravishing Rick.
Oh,
He
that's-
was a part of
yeah.
DX and NW
Yeah.
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 I mean, come on.
and China.
Brett isn't like a Von Erich. He still has most of his family still around.
Yeah, that's true.
Was that messed up? Should I have said
Yeah.
that?
No, that's true, actually.
So therefore, Sean is better because he has more of his family alive. I don't know what that means.
Cold.
Oh God! So one of our viewers here, he's a big Scott Steiner mark, and I don't get this at all. I can understand being a
not?
big Brett fan, but a Scott Steiner mark.
Dude, Steinerized. I was Steinerized back in the day. Those guys
I
were.
don't-
I feel like the thing is, like, you remember Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner because he was just this massive force. But then if you go back and look at him when he was with Rick, he was still freaking
Yeah.
huge. He just, I don't know, this design. His design was so different.
He cut his
was
hair,
He cut the hair.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Chainmail came out.
goatee. Yeah.
Steiner.
I always thought Rick was the better Steiner
Wow.
when they were training together.
I mean, he was the
I mean, I thought he was
bro.
a little bit better in the ring, and then Rick did all this stupid stuff. Like I remember when he got kicked out of the varsity club, he like drew a face on his hand to have a friend, and that was the guy he would talk to in promos. But yeah, he did some weird stuff. But then again, I thought Jannetty was the better rocker, so my
Did you
judgment.
really?
I did.
Are you serious? Wow.
Yeah. Totally
Before
serious.
or after he was trying to hook up with his daughter. Like,
That
Oh yeah.
yeah. I
he's like,
did-
she's smoking hot, bro.
when they were tagging, I was like, Marty's got to get rid of this other guy. It's like he's not going anywhere with this.
He's holding
Cat
him
grab.
down. Then he threw him through a window. Rude.
I know.
That was hilarious.
What a move.
My favorite was Heenan on that barber shop when he was like, you see, they had to get back together. One without the other is no good. And then Sean throws him through the window and he's like, I knew it. Heenan
Oh
was so-
man.
I miss
when,
Heenan.
God, back
Oh,
when
yeah.
announcing was fire. God,
You could be
I
so
feel like
racist back then. Like
they could.
Heenan said some messed up shit.
Chico
Like,
Rodriguez, Chico Santana.
The worst thing is like Tito Santana's in the Guinness Book of World Records. He picked the most heads of lettuce in an hour. I'm like, you can't say that anymore.
Can't say that now. No.
No, you cannot.
And this is a good lesson for Gio to learn of how
Mhm.
wrestling has evolved.
It's true. It's come a long
You
way.
can't-
That's what sucks about not having that old school network. You know?
Yeah,
God, you should be like, look at these matches. Sure, they weren't as exciting as they are now because I feel like now that it just has to be. Back then, it was like, man, these guys were just hitting hard. Sometimes you're just like
flying burrito, like he
Flying
called his
burrito, yeah.
forum that. Can you do that? Can you do that now?
Hit that flying Pete Davidson. You know?
Maybe have it sponsored, like
The flying
the
PD.
flying quesalupa or whatever it's called. Oh,
But don't you think that you should be able to say that in the name of comedy and entertainment, or are we getting too soft as a society? Because I think that, come on, we still have to be able to joke around and call each other flying burritos. It's all in good fun. You know what I mean? Ray looks like the Filipino Jeff Hardy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I 100% agree with you. I need to make jokes about things even that are serious or sad. Otherwise, I would just cry about them. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
when I was young, I had an uncle die of HIV, and I had to make AIDS and HIV jokes. Otherwise, I couldn't deal with it at the time. And I believe that's true of anything. You do have to be sensitive about things, and
For sure.
I do think cancel culture has gotten too far.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I
like
think
HR
so.
culture now.
Well, I mean, Foobs, you're on Twitch like hours a week. Do you ever?
Yeah.
Do you have to censor yourself? Do you ever find yourself holding back and saying things?
Not really, because it's just like I've given up on the bullshit for the most part. I'm just like, I just don't have time. Like, I'm such a New Day mark. I'm all about the power of positivity. There's already so much. Like, go somewhere else. If you want to come into the channel and ask me to buy your followers, man, get out of here. Just block. It's just a click. It's just a click.
Oh.
Click, click. Get out of here.
Someone brought up an excellent point that we just learned a few days ago that apparently Kim Jong was it Kim
Invented
Jong Un or Kim Jong Il?
I think it was Il who invented it.
Yes.
What,
Invented the burrito in North Korea.
No.
They should be
true.
making a sandwich wrap, but it was in like 1991, and I'm pretty sure burritos existed before then.
I don't know, Ray. I don't know.
You guys are the Latino ones.
Barely.
I don't recall a time before 91 where I had it make. I mean,
no, I do. Taco Bell has been around before 91.
Yeah, see,
does Taco Bell count, Joey?
No.
there could be a flying forearm sponsored by Taco Bell and call it
Yeah.
the flying quesalupa, or is that a thing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it is. Chalupa.
It should be a thing.
The Yo Quiero Taco Bell. Where's the dog? Oh, the dog died. He got it.
Yeah, it's like 20 years ago, man.
Yeah. What's that dog up to? It's like that. What was it? The Target dog? He gone too? Spuds McKenzie.
Jordan,
What's he up to?
That's even longer.
Are
Are you even alive then? Oh,
What'd you say?
someone's calling out Jose
A
on
Luger mark. A
You love
narcissist.
this.
He is a narcissist.
Yeah, I mean,
He is a narcissist. So.
dun, dun, how bionic that thing is. It's like just a metal. All I need is a metal plate in here, and I'm taking down Yokozuna.
I was a Luger mark. I wanted him to win against Yokozuna. It was a count out. I was like, what was that all about? SummerSlam, that was bullshit. That was
Great booking. He
terrible.
hit him with the bionic metal plate, and he was unconscious. How do
All
you
that-
get giant Yokozuna back into the ring? You don't.
All that Lex Express bullshit for nothing. Come on, it was for nothing. Dude.
You know what that is? I equate that to the summer of Cena. Remember that? That was just last year. He had one match.
my childhood hero. You know, I use that R-Truth's childhood hero stuff. I use that. I always call Dean Takahashi my childhood hero.
The Dean of Mean.
Yeah.
Good old Dean.
I mean, he's a fantastic journalist, and he should be my childhood hero, but I think he's like 2 years older than me or something. I don't know how old he is. But I'm going to call him my childhood. Isn't Truth older than Cena?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But see, that's
R-Truth
his
is
childhood
like
hero.
78 years old.
He's at least
That was-
close to 50, right? 50? Yeah, I think he's 50.
I think he's old. Yeah, I think he's past that. I remember at an LA SummerSlam, we were hanging out at the hotel where all the talent was at, and no one was sitting with Truth. And we were kind of goofing on him, and I think he heard us after a while. We were just like, people at the bar, what's up? When you're sitting by yourself, you say what's up. That was a whole
For the record,
Mark
next week, the January 19th, R-Truth will be 50 years old.
Oh wow.
Ron Killings, the big 5-0.
wow, I thought
787, I-85, I-95, 420, 69, one time, 78 time, 24/7 champion. He'll be 50 years old.
that was an awesome moment when he made Brock crack in the ring.
Because he's such a good guy. I mean, like, you watch R-Truth and he's like, he was trying so hard to bring a little bit of relevancy to this 24/7 belt that is just like, it's such a funny thing.
Yeah.
But he's just like, you're going to give me some TV time. I'm going to have to make it interesting instead of just like, here I am dressed up like a plant trying to win it back.
Yeah, I appreciate guys like him, and Santino is another one who I thought, I'm like, this guy is the best comedy mid-carder ever. He entertains people old and young. He has his snake gimmicks that he must have sold a
Cobra.
ton of.
Cobra.
You take that back, John Cena. He had some The comedy mid-carders, I think they're fantastic and underappreciated.
Oh,
Like,
I
everybody
appreciate
wants to be him, but nobody's like, I want to be the next Santino Marella.
I
That's
feel like
true.
that's what we have in Riddle.
Bro.
Bro.
That guy can
I
work.
forgot what I was gonna say, bro. Bye.
and they left that in.
Yeah, it was
It
just
was
like
Oscar, right? Yeah. And him with Randy. Apparently, in the last what are the Middle East pay-per-views called? Infidel in a Cell or whatever.
Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel,
infidel incel.
So he, like, Riddle got to ride the camel into the ring. And apparently Orton was like really pissed because he wanted to ride the camel also, but Vince was like, "It's not your character." And he's like, "Well, what's that mean? I want to ride a camel."
Yeah.
Like, who wouldn't want to ride a camel?
I would.
The one chance it's ever gonna have.
That's
Now-
true.
Now they lost their titles yesterday. No longer tag champs.
They have
Spoiler
to fight at WrestleMania.
No.
You don't think Randy and
Randy
Riddle?
versus Riddle? I think
Yeah.
maybe. But I feel like they ended on good. It wasn't like, oh, he accidentally hit him in the face. It was just like,
I think they'll get a rematch.
Team No Net.
Rematch at the Rumble, and then it'll lead to WrestleMania. I think.
Otis looks like Bobby from King of the Hill. Like,
All grown up. Yeah, and when he shaved, I'm like, "Whoa, that's what you look like." Like,
yeah,
buddy. Bobby.
Damn
I'll tell you what, man.
And we're gonna be tag team champions now in Alpha Academy.
What else do you have for the WrestleMania card? Pull it down.
Yeah, Jim.
I don't know. I'm curious to see who's going to win versus Bobby and Brock. That's going to be a good one. I think
Brock.
probably Brock. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have Roman versus Brock to unify the belt.
I like that Brock called Lashley out for being like a copy of him. Because when
when
Lashley
took his
first came
initials,
in-
bro. Get your own initials, Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar.
I think that they should not unify the titles. They should keep it on Roman, and then I think The Rock should come out at the Royal Rumble, win it, and then challenge Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. That'd be cool.
Yeah, but then Roman will just mess it up with his cancer again. God damn it.
Yeah,
No.
he'll catch a case of the vid. Can't wrestle.
That would be
So
a
when,
cool match.
when Lashley first came up to the main roster, I'm like, this guy is like, he's Black Lesnar.
Black Lesnar.
But then he wasn't that good. So I'm like, no, he's Black Tista. Then he got good.
What if Batista wins the Rumble
Oh,
and then
man.
challenges Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar in a triple threat? And it's just like three of the
Why-
same.
That's too much.
And then Goldberg comes in and makes it a four-way, or I mean,
He has one more match in his contract, doesn't he? God.
Yeah,
one more.
This was-
Who's going to be the unlucky son of a bitch that has that match with him?
The Undertaker.
No.
I want to break your neck this time, Bill.
Maybe Brett can come out of retirement and concuss Goldberg. I would pay to see that.
And the rest of his family stomps him down like they did Vince in Arizona.
I'm totally down with that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing that either.
What is Brett up to these days? You're the expert.
His smoking hot girlfriend or
His wife now, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
married. And, yeah.
He's like, I got an upgrade. She's now the best there is. My last wife, she was the worst there is. The
Oh,
worst there was, the worst there ever will be.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
yeah, that's a little bit.
have-
mean.
3 beautiful kids together, Jose. Cancel Jose. Cancel Jose.
Cancel.
He offended me. I'm offended. Now we have to cancel him. That's what I hate, though. You can't have a difference of opinion without being canceled. And I think that's a problem.
Yeah. Remember when you used to just be able to talk shit?
You can say whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
You really could. And now you
Now,
have to be
an
careful.
email, and Joey, be careful those emails you sent in 2007, because somebody's gonna find out what you said and be like, "Oh, wait, what?
I'll own it.
You haven't
I'll own
changed
it.
as a person in the last 15 years? You're out of my life."
Yeah, like when James Gunn got temporarily canceled for like something he tweeted in 2003, I thought that was kind of stupid.
Yeah. And then he came back. He was like, "Fine, you don't want me to make the next Guardians of the Galaxy? I'll go make Suicide Squad. DC wants me. Marvel." Then they're like, "Wait, we should bring him back. Can you do both?"
But I mean, that's a great point about personal growth, because we've all said dumb shit like 10, 15 years ago, and stuff we wouldn't say now. When I was doing this with Chris Taylor last week, and I told him I was watching back interviews I did with him like 13 years ago or so, and some of the
gas powered. He was a GPG.
Yeah, he was a gas powered, and Square Enix did a biz dev deal with him, and I was asking him stuff like, "So did anyone from Square make you like chop off your pinky?" Like, and it was so stupid. People would get offended by that now, maybe.
They're not like that.
Yeah,
they're a nice company to work for. You can't say that we make people get their fingers out, right?
Yes, you can't do that anymore.
No.
But I think we are going to wrap it up. I want to thank you guys for joining me. If you do not subscribe to Infinite G, it's a really, really wonderful show. Subscribe. It's on YouTube, and it's awesome. And help Gio become a star. I want to hear stories of Gio going to school where, like, Dad, all these girls keep, trying to touch me.
I said like and subscribe, ladies.
Hey, Gio, how old are you now?
How old are you now?
9.
Okay, maybe in 4 years.
A few more years.
Really famous and blowing up.
Yeah.
It all started here. I want you to remember that.
We will.
And if you guys are on Twitch, you gotta follow Foob's stream. It is awesome. It's entertaining. I hang out there. When
Joey doesn't, but RPad does.
I'll see you. I'll see you there. I'll come.
And you can hear this guy make fun of Joey's sister. Well, he's not making fun of him. He's complimenting.
Yeah,
him.
He's like, that guy Joey's guy. I was like, he's gonna be on the podcast.
Are you being serious though? Or are you joking around?
100%. 100%.
So who's the guy though?
Some guy. I don't know people's identities, Joey.
But how does he know is it Luis? I mean, how does he know my sisters?
Again, Joey, no idea. The internet is anonymous, Joey.
Okay, fine. That's
Which one's the hotter one? Are you allowed to say?
Am I allowed to say? That's weird.
Okay, who's the hotter sister?
The hotter one, Joey's mom.
Oh,
love
Joey's
me
mom.
some Ray.
Good. I'll take it. Why do you think I'm so gorgeous? Thank you for having us.
Don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, and all that stuff. I hate promoting so much.
You have to do it. Click the bell. Is there bell icons here? I don't know.
Sure.
Bell notification to make sure you're up to date on all of the latest videos. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, leave a comment. Let us know what you think about the video. If you want to hear more about Infinite G, more cowbell, more about Infinite J, more about Infinite RPay, get a sweet magnet with RPad's face on. I still got mine. Do you got yours?
Oh, you know what? I got keychains for you guys now. Next time, whenever the hell that is, you get your RPadTV keychains.
Mm-hmm.
I guess whenever the next wrestling event in Vegas is. Hopefully, I really hope I can see you guys at a wrestling show again. And
we will.
Yeah,
it'll be awesome.
Tell the virus to calm down. We want to get back to watching wrestling shows with our friends and being able to hang out. And I'll be like, so where are you going now? Back to quarantine? Cool.
We'll all get drunk together. Gio can drive us back to whatever hotel we're staying at.
Nice.
That's right.
You will too.
What's the driving age in California? So when can you be our
7,
designated?
9, 12.
16? It's 10 now.
10. I like it. So next year, Gio's gonna be driving our drunk asses around.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys again, and thank you for watching RPadTV 3000. It's 3000, like the Geratron 3000. No idea why.
Like I love you 3000.
Yes, that's exactly it. 100% what I was going for. I just didn't.
Am I doing it right?
I love you.
Love you guys.
Are you doing it right? Well, there's no wrong way. It's just like,
okay, fine.
Joey, there's no wrong way to love.
You're right. There is no
is
wrong
my heart
way.
like that?
Okay, now I'm out of here.
All right.
Bye, guys. Thank you again.
See ya. Bye.
Goodbye, my love.